This is P. Venkateshwarlu, PGT Physics, the Nandal Public School. Today, I will discuss about electromagnetic induction, part 3. Coming to motional EMF. Okay, so this derivation is out of NCERT textbook and out of our board exam, but they given this type of problems and derivations. Understand? So motional EMF EMF E is equal to 1 by 2 B omega L square derivation. Okay, how we can get this derivation? Means consider a magnetic field. The magnetic field entering into the board. Understand? Magnetic field entering into the board. Into indicates the field lines are enter into the board. Okay, understand? Okay, so in this case we have to take one metallic rod. Okay, this is metallic rod. Okay, so this metal rod is rotating about its own axis like this. Okay, understand? Okay, this metal rod is rotating in the uniform magnetic field like this. This is metal rod. This metal rod is revolving around own axis. Okay, understand? Length of the rod is L. Length of the rod is L. Length of the rod is L. Understand? Or radius of the rod also L. L. R is equal to L in this case. Okay, magnetic field B. Okay, how we can find motional EMF? Okay, so we can produce EMF the motion of conductor inside the magnetic field, motion of metallic rod or metallic wire inside the uniform magnetic field. Okay, understand? So before that we have to find flux, magnetic flux. It is denoted phi b. Magnetic flux. Okay, what is the formula? Phi b is equal to BA. Okay, so what is the area? Area of circle. So area of circle is equal to pi r square. In this case, pi L square. Understand? Phi b is equal to B into pi into L square. Understand? This is equation 1. Understand? How we can get EMF? EMF is equal to d phi by dt. Okay, d phi by dt. Okay, so this negative sign we don't consider in this case because it is always oppose the EMF induced it. Okay, so d pi L square divided by t. T means time. Okay, so from the omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Okay, angular frequency is equal to 2 pi by t. So then pi by t is equal to omega by 2 is equal to pi by t. Understand? By using this we can get B into pi by t omega by 2 into L square. Rearrange this 1 by 2 B omega L square. Understand? EMF E is equal to 1 by 2 B omega L square. Magnetic field induction. Omega angular frequency or angular velocity. L length of the rod or radius of the circle, whatever the shape. Okay, so how we can find in this case current? I is equal to EMF by R. Okay, 1 by B omega L square divided by R. Understand, this is current, this is EMF, this is current, this is current. Then how we can find force? Force acting on the rod F is equal to ILB. ILB. So current B omega L square divided by R into LB. LB. Rearrange this. Rearrange this. B square omega L cubed by R. Understand? So this is force. This is force. Force. Next, power. Power. P power. Power P is equal to force into velocity. Force into velocity. What is force? B square omega L cubed divided by, here 2 is there, 2 into R, remaining V. Okay, understand? Here we know that V is equal to R omega, V is equal to L omega, V is equal to L omega. L is equal to R in this case. That's why rearrange this. B square omega square L power 4 divided by 2R. This is the power. B square omega square L power 4 by 2R. This is the expression for power. In the problem they given magnetic field B is equal to 0.4. Magnetic field B is equal to 0.4 Gauss. Okay, we know that 1 Gauss is equal to 10 power minus 4 Tesla. B is equal to 0.4 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla. Okay. So next, length is equal to 0.5. 0.5 meters. 0.5 meters. Omega, they given omega angular frequency. Okay, so 120 revolution per minute. Revolution per minute. Understand? Revolution per minute. Okay, we know that revolution per minute, 1 revolution means 2 pi radians by minute 60 seconds. Understand? So rearrange this. Omega is equal to 120 divided by 2 pi divided by 60. 61s, 62s. Understand? 4 pi. Understand? Omega is equal to 4 pi. Length is equal to 0.5. B is equal to 0.4 into 10 power minus 4 Tesla. Okay, we know that. What is the formula to find the electromotive force? EMF, induced EMF. EMF is equal to 1 by 2 omega B into omega L square. Understand? 1 by 2 B 0.4 into 10 power minus 4 into 4 pi. 4 into 3.14 into L square 0.5 whole square. Okay, so this we can get 0.628 into 10 power minus 4. Rearrange this, we can get 6.28 into 10 power minus 5 volts. EMF is equal to 6.28 into 10 power minus 5 volts. D current. eddy current is defined as a current developed in the bulk pieces of materials like metals. Okay, so whenever the magnetic flux linked with the bulk pieces of matter will changes. Okay, understand? So eddy current is defined as the current which is developed in the bulk pieces of matter whenever the magnetic flux linked with the bulk pieces of material will changes. Okay, see here we can take one example, north and south poles. Here we can take one metallic plate. Okay, so this metallic plate is oscillating. So while oscillating, the flux will changes. Okay, understand? So increasing, decreasing, like. Okay, the flux changes means the magnetic flux increasing, decreasing. Field lines are entering into the area normally to the surface is increasing or decreasing. Okay, here the current is developed. The current shape is swirling in nature. Okay, or whirling in nature, like this type of the direction of current is like this, swirl in nature. Okay, understand? Okay, here, so how the magnetic field the magnetic field, through the magnetic field magnetic flux is developed. That magnetic flux linked with this bulk pieces of matter, the current is induced in the bulk pieces of matter. Okay, see here what happened. So already I said the magnetic flux is linked with the metallic conductors will changes. If flux changes, the induced current is developed. Okay, that induced current direction is whirls in nature, whirling in nature. Okay, so whatever may be here, some undesirable effects is there, undesirable effects. Okay, see here what happened. Say in electric motor and transformers. Okay, so in this type of electrical appliances, the induced current is developed due to the flux changes. Okay, so what happen if induced current is generated inside the electric motor and transformer, means it produces heat and heat. It produces heating effect. And power loss. It produces heat loss and power loss. Means it removes the insulating between two coils. Here in electric motor and transformer, we know that the number of coils are arranged with one to another coil with coating, some insulating coating. Okay, due to heat, the insulating coating is removed due to heat energy and power loss. How we can remove means by arranging insulating sheets, and so making some gaps between in the plates, making some gaps like this. This is if we can arrange this type of bulk pieces of matter inside core of electric motor or transformer, this we can arrange some slits like this. If we can arrange like this, means we can reduce the eddy current. So due to that, heat energy also will reduce and power loss also will decreases. Okay, understand? So eddy currents applications of eddy currents. First one, electromagnetic damping. Electromagnetic damping. Okay, see here, whenever you can use galvanometer in some experiments like potentiometer, like that. So here what happened, the galvanometer the galvanometer needle will move fast. Okay, understand? So here the galvanometer needle stuck there. Due to eddy current, the needle regains its original place. Okay, regains its original place. Okay, once again, due to eddy current, the needle of the galvanometer regains its zero reading, regains its original position. Next, second one, induction furnace. Induction furnace. We know that furnace. So we can use furnace by melting of metals and etc. Okay, here. So by using eddy current, we can make induction furnace to melt the high melting of material, high melting point of materials. Understand? So next, electric power meter. Okay, so in olden days, so electric power meter having one disc. Okay, that disc is rotating due to this eddy current. Okay, so by using the rotation of that disc, so they given some reading. Okay, understand? And the last one, magnetic braking in electric trains. Magnetic braking. Okay, so in electric trains, okay, so in electric trains, it is impossible to stop the that much speed of train. Okay, by using this eddy current, we can stop the electric train. Understand? With the eddy current, with the help of eddy current, we can stop the electric trains. Into inductance. Okay, here, so whenever we can send current through a solenoid. Okay, so whenever the current passing through a solenoid, which is directly proportional to the flux. Okay, so magnetic flux is directly proportional to current. The magnetic flux is directly proportional to current flowing through in a solenoid. Okay, understand? So this relation we can say inductance. Okay, so means if number of turns increases, N phi B is directly proportional to current. Understand? N phi B is directly proportional to I. This relation is called inductance. This relation is called inductance. So inductance is defined as inductance is the ratio of magnetic flux per unit current. Magnetic flux per unit current. Understand? Inductance is equal to N phi B by I. Okay, this ratio. So magnetic flux is directly proportional to current, or inductance is equal to N phi B by I. So its units Tesla meter square per ampere. Its SI units Tesla meter square per amperes. Dimension formula m power 1 L power 2 t power minus 2 a power minus 1, a power minus 2, a power minus 2. Okay, it is scalar physical quantity. It is scalar physical quantity. Once again, inductance, it is defined as the ratio of the magnetic flux through per unit current. It is a scalar quantity. So its SI unit is Tesla meter square per ampere or Weber per ampere. Its dimension formula m power 1, L power 2, t power minus 2, a power minus 2. It's a scalar quantity. See here, inductance is a scalar physical quantity with which plays same role in an electrical circuit as played by inertia in mechanics. Okay, so inertia plays what the role in mechanics. In this case, in an electrical circuit, inductance plays same role. Self inductance. Self inductance, it is denoted L. It is denoted L. Okay, so self inductance is defined as the property of a coil by virtue of which the coil opposes any changes in the strength of current flowing through it by inducing EMF in itself. So this induced EMF is called back EMF. Once again, self-inductance, it is a property of the coil by virtue of which the coil opposes any changes in the strength of current flowing through it by inducing EMF in itself. This induced EMF is called back EMF. So how we can derive this self-inductance? So we can take the same inductance. Okay, so we know that magnetic flux, which is directly proportional to current. Okay, understand? By removing this proportionality, we can take self-inductance. N phi B is equal to Li. Understand? So N phi B is equal to L into I. So when, in which case you can get means, consider a coil. If current passing through the solenoid, we can say a magnetic field is developed. So due to magnetic flux itself, it linked with the coil, it produces induced current in the same coil. So that induced current is oppose the change in current in the circuit, in the given coil. Understand? So then L is equal to N phi B by I. Okay, understand? N phi B by I. Understand? So this ratio is called self-inductance. N phi B by I is equal to L. Okay, so how we can get the relation? So this L, we can say coefficient of self-inductance. Understand? So coming to derivation. Okay, so we know that phi flux is equal to BA. So what is B? Magnetic field of solenoid is equal to mu naught N into I. Okay, small n is equal to number of turns per unit length. Okay, B is equal to mu naught capital N by L into I. Okay, understand? So here these are the related formulas. Okay, understand? Phi B is equal to mu naught capital N by L into I into A. Understand? Understand? This is old formula. So here we can take n5. N5. Understand? N5b is equal to mu naught n square I a divided by L. Okay, understand? So this is equation 1. This is equation 1. According to this formula, Li is equal to N5b. Li is equal to N5b. Li is equal to N5b what? Mu naught n square I a divided by L. Okay. I gets cancelled. L is equal to mu naught n square a divided by L. Understand? So we can write in the form of small n. Small n is equal to capital N by L. Okay. So simply we can multiplying with L and L. Okay. Into L by L. We can get L is equal to mu naught n square a into L divided by L square. Understand? N square by L square is equal to small n square. L is equal to mu naught small n square a into L. Understand? This is the formula. Understand? See here, self-inductance means whenever the current passing through a solenoid, it produces magnetic field. The magnetic field passing normally to the surface, we can say magnetic flux. Magnetic flux is linked with the same coil, it produces an induced EMF. Okay, that EMF we can say back EMF. That opposes any changes in the given coil, that we can say self-inductance. So we know that how the flux is proportional to current. The current is directly proportional to flux. From that, by using magnetic flux, we can take number of turns. N5b is equal to mu naught n square by L into I into A. Okay, so by using this equation, so we can get the expression L is equal to mu naught n square AL. Okay, mu naught n square AL. Okay, if we can take this solenoid in any medium, L is equal to mu naught n square AL. Understand? Here mu naught is equal to mu into mu r, because relative permeability is equal to mu by mu naught. Okay, so L is equal to mu naught mu r n square AL. Understand? Suppose here if we can take a number of solenoids in series and parallel. Okay, L1, L2. Okay, series combination. L is equal to L1 plus L2. And parallel combination. Parallel combination 1 by L is equal to 1 by L1 plus 1 by L2. Understand? If this type of inductors we can take series, we can get L is equal to L1 plus L2. So if we can take parallel connection, we can connect like this. So we can get the effective self inductance is equal to 1 by L is equal to 1 by L1 plus 1 by L2.